Hi there, matey. You've washed up on GordonandTheWhale.com. Yeah, ready?
Yeah.
Stop laughing, man. You're going to screw up the thing. Look, it's joggling up and down. That's not my chin.
He's directing right now.
Okay. Hey, what's up? My name's Clark Gregg. I'm the writer, director, and jackass boss character in Choke from Chuck Palahniuk's book, and you're on GordonandTheWhale.com.
Excuse me, miss, that mole on your thigh?
Yeah.
You might want to get that looked at. Melanoma is the most common cancer for women, especially blondes.
What's your name?
Victor.
I'm Terry Daiquiri. It's not my real name.
We are not born evil sinners or perfect knockoffs of God. The world tells us whether we're heroes or victims, but we can decide for ourselves.
My name's Victor. Sometimes the best place to start is at the beginning.
I am the backbone of colonial America.
The tour guide.
I'm a historical interpreter.
Hi, Victor. How art thou?
That's funny.
She's an amazing woman, your mother.
She's getting worse. She never knows who I am anymore. Who am I today?
Some guy named Fred.
Oh, you'll never change, Fred.
So now you want to sleep with your mom's doctor.
What time do you get off?
You don't have to do that.
What?
Try to have sex with me.
Oh, I really do.
Satan, 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 Satan.
So originally you were hired to do the screenplay, right? How did you become?
I wasn't even hired. I was brought the book by someone who thought because I had written this movie, What Lies Beneath, it was about to come out. It was a very brief, hot moment as a screenwriter for me. So they brought this book that people weren't going to make, generally, because they considered Fight Club a failure, which I found baffling. Just because of the bizarre mathematics of Hollywood. And they thought maybe if he gets interested, we can tie up the book. And unfortunately, I got much more interested than they wanted me to, in that I became obsessed with making the movie and writing and directing it. I didn't know that my ego was going to force me to actually act in it as well. And if they had, they probably would have snapped the camel's back. But I put them in touch with another producer who they knew, who was a good friend of mine, and someone who I had done amazing movies like House of Yes, and Requiem for a Dream, and Tigerland, and like a lot of producers kind of say, yeah, listen, when you're ready to direct, I want to do it, and you can feel the smoke going up your tush. And this guy bought the rights within 48 hours and stuck with me for the 4 or 5 years it took to get the script right.
A lot of obviously a lot of dirty sex things, kind of in a humorous way, but is there a good amount?
A lot's relative. Most people think a lot. To me, it's
a good amount. Well, 2 scenes. I don't want to ruin it for them, but 2 come to mind. Was there anything? Anal bead would be one.
Well, yeah.
Whenever you put
That's
anal
one of the
beads,
promo items for the film, and we don't call it anal beads, we call them bookmarks.
Okay, so bookmarks being one, and a poodle being another, we'll say it like that. Was there anything, maybe other than that, or not even that you thought, there's no way I'm going to get this in the final cut of the film, or I might not even get to film this when they see it?
The whole movie felt like I don't know how I'm going to be able to shoot this, and a lot of what I tried to do is figure out a way to shoot it with, I thought, later on they can come at me and make me take stuff out, but it's got to be true enough to the kind of what it is to be a sex addict. It's got to have its kind of raw, hard, dark stuff in order for it to be funny. The comedy kind of comes as like a relief to that, and so I tried to shoot as much of it as possible. The other tricky part was I didn't want it to be an X or a NC-17 because I wanted a lot of people to see this story.
Palahniuk's got a big following, obviously now success of the film Fight Club. How intimidating was it for you to, adapt it?
It was very intimidating. I was a big fan of Fight Club. I mean, from the moment I read the synopsis of Fight Club in a magazine, I went, this is the most brilliant satirist working. He's like Kurt Vonnegut. And so I had one conversation with him at the very beginning where I was like, okay, maybe I'm going to make you want to end this and that'll be okay. But I think this is, at its heart, it's kind of like a punk romantic comedy. And he was like, exactly. Go do that. Don't be too faithful. And I hung up and I was like, fuck, but don't be too faithful. That's it. because all I want to do is be faithful. There's so many great lines and so many great scenes. And I mean, understandably, it's a 7-hour movie if you just kind of paste the book into Final Draft screenwriting software, which is all unfortunately, that's what I was going to do. So I struggled because I thought that was just him being nice or something. And so I made this super everything. It's all the voiceover and everything. It was heinous. It was just the worst script that anyone ever read. And so nobody read it. And you know, it's a certain point. It's just an adaptation. It's got to be a movie. It's got to start to be a movie. And so I kept real distance from him, in a way. I kind of didn't talk to him again. He didn't seem like he wanted to particularly. It wasn't like he was dying to hear from me. But I had to get away from his voice. And at a certain point, I kind of had to throw the book in a drawer and just kind of keep rewriting the script, make it more and more a movie. And ironically, that's when it kind of got more and more faithful in terms of it felt like the book, you know? And I sent him a draft of the script, and he really liked it. He wanted to show it to some people, and he became a supporter of the thing. And then it was also terrifying when I brought him to Sundance, the first time anyone saw the movie. An audience of 800 people, one of those was Chuck. And
so as a first-time director, having it shown, you also have the writer and the audience, so that was pretty rough?
It was very rough. I mean, rough.
Doesn't discover?
I thought I was going to faint. I've never been so messed up nervous in my life. People laughed. You know, I kind of felt like a lot of people had a really strange reaction to the script. You know, the actors, a couple of producers, like, what's wrong with you? This is sick. This is not funny. This is sick. And I thought this is going to be one of those dirty jokes that I love, but which sometimes will clear a room with everybody like in horror. And fortunately, people laughed a lot, and Chuck liked it. And from then on, you know, I hope people like it. I hope they go see it. But the fact that he liked it, I'm okay.
So you got that at least.
Yeah.
If there's anything you can take away from it, Alan Hook liked it.
Yeah. You know,
That's
you don't want to take a cool book that I loved and other people loved and fuck it up.
If anyone gets mad, you can be like, Alan Hook said he liked it.
Chuck likes it. You know, you can go to hell.
All I had to do was answer one simple question. What would Jesus not do?
You can't fool people into loving you. Want to bet?
Apparently, you're capable of having sex with everyone but me.
The fact that some part of you resisted turning this into the usual nothing?
I think maybe I want to like you instead.
Maybe you're not so bad after all.
No, dude, I am. I really am.
Show me all the rules, girl.
Hey, you changed your hair.
Yeah, because of what you said about blondes getting skin cancer.
Good thinking.
I just want to belong.